Hello, hello, beautiful soul. How are you doing? Welcome to Yoga and Chill. First things first, I wonder if you can hear me because I'm using. Hey, Nordia, can you hear me? I'm using my earphones today and I don't know if the sound is connected. So could you let me know, please, if the sound... Alright, wonderful. And also, do you hear like a lot of noise in the background? Hey, Ashley! Oh my gosh, thanks for joining. Just want to check to see if it's better for me to use the earphones or to just use the regular sound. Hi! Not really. Alright, so I'm going to try to use the earphones today for today's Yoga and Chill. Where are you guys right now? Nords, are you in Ochi? And Ashley, where are you? where are you from? I don't even know. Please let me know. As you may know, I'm in Kingston, Jamaica. It's very hot, or maybe I'm just very hot today, but boy, the heat. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay, Houston, Texas. No, I don't know anybody who lives in Texas. I watched this girl on YouTube. Her name is Stefco. I think she lives in Austin. And Evelyn from the internet, I think she also lives in Texas. So I know two YouTubers that I feel very close to them. Girl, listen. I was literally about to get up and get a towel. I don't know what's happening. Like, it's extremely hot. It's so hot. Yeah, no! You want Stephanie? Yo, I was literally just watching her latest video. Her latest video is like an hour and something. Ohayo gozaimasu. Itsumo yoga no YouTube o arigato. Hi. Listen, I don't know what's happening today, guys. It's crazy. Like, this heat is insane. Insane. Ohayo gozaimasu, Koharu. O genki desu ka? Ima, asa desu ne. Yeah, man, the sun just upgrade. We get a sun 2.0 for summer 2022. Oh, it's crazy. Like, I've heard people talking about like, oh, there's a heat wave in Japan. There was a heat wave in Japan, and there was a heat wave in the UK. My friend in the UK. But I wasn't really feeling anything until like this week. So, asa yokatta. Ima, atsui desu ka? Ima, Jamaica wa totemo atsui desu. Sugoku atsui desu. Tamaranai. Atsui desu. But yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna sit down and talk about how hot it is. Let me just introduce today's pose. So this one was our special request, so I'm very excited to do today's pose. Someone requested stretches to help learn the splits. And so today we're going to be breaking down one single pose, the low lunge. It's called Anjaneyasana, I believe, in Sanskrit. And I think that this pose, along with two variations that we're going to look at, are excellent. This pose is excellent if you want to get the splits. Not just if you want to get the splits, it's great for toning the lower body, the thighs, the glutes. Nihon mo atsui atsui. Desho? Nihon wa yama no yama Oh, 今日は山の日ですか？ああ、よかった。休みですか？いいな。いいな。予定がある？So, 今日はそれは日本語で言えない。We're gonna do a yoga pose. 今日のヨガポーズは low lunge という in English 英語で。Alright, so if you are joining us today for yoga, please get your mat out, your towel, your water, cause the heat turn up. And we are going to begin on our mats, seated upright for a quick warm up. Alright, welcome Jason. Welcome. Jason, if you're joining us for yoga, please get on your mat. So we're going to be seated. As you sit down, see if you can feel two bones like pushing down into the mat. Those two bones, we call them the sitting bones. Alright, see if you can press the sitting bones down while simultaneously feeling energy lifting up the chest. So we don't want this, we want energy lifting the chest. Alright, as we sit. Alright, we're going to bring our hands to the side to give us some support. You can also do this coming up onto your fingertips to give you a bit of extra support, as well as to help you keep that chest lifted up. Alright, we're going to take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, we're going to swivel both knees down to the right. Alright, you may notice that the hip lifts up off the mat, the left hip that is, that's totally fine. Inhale, come back to center. Exhaling, swiveling both knees down to the left. Alright, we're going to continue that movement, just warming up the hips. Today's pose, we are going to get into those hips. Alright, so allow your feet to relax, allow your feet to turn out to the side. You can do this as slowly or as quickly as you want to. Alright, it's up to you. Find a pace that feels nice and comfortable. I like to warm up slowly. But let's be real, so much. We don't need much warm up. So the purpose of warming up for me is really to get the blood flowing into certain body parts, like paying attention to that area, increasing the circulation. So we know that with increased circulation we get increased oxygen. Alright, just a couple more breaths of this gentle warm up. I feel myself coming forward. Why do I keep moving forward? I think it would be better to do this on the long side of the mat. Alright, but just for the purposes of demonstration, I'm turning it this way. So my feet keep sliding down because of the tile. Alright, cool. So we are here to switch into tabletop. From here, we're going to bring both hands to one side, swing the legs around the other side, bring the hands forward, and come up into tabletop position. Alright, now from here, lifting up, bringing the hands to the hips, going to see if we can lift one knee. For me, it's going to be the right knee. You know, I had made a vow to myself to do the left side. I'm going to do the left side because I favor the right side. And one thing you may notice when you start to practice, when you start to stretch, is that one side feels easier and one side feels tighter. That's totally normal. It's just like how, for example, I'm left-handed, right? So I do certain things easier on my left side. For me, that thing is strength. Therefore, my right side is more flexible, my left side tends to be less flexible. Alright, so I'm going to show it today on the left side. But the important thing with this pose is to do it on both sides. Alright, trust me. If there's one thing you take away from this live, do both sides. Do not be like me. Okay, do not favor one side too much. Try and use a stopwatch, use a timer. See if you can spend equal time on both sides. Or heck, you can spend more time on the side that's difficult. Alright, enough talking. Our left knee is up. If you feel pressure or tension in the knee that is down, one thing that you can do is roll up your yoga mat and bring it under that knee. Wow, that feels a lot better. Alright, or if you don't have a yoga mat, you can take a towel or a cushion and bring it under this knee right here. Alright, so we really don't want our joints to be under any kind of tension. Make it easy for yourself. Alright, so the left knee is up. Bring the hands to the hips and slowly and gently we're going to release down into the left hip. Alright, so a couple pointers as we go down. We want to keep breathing. Keep inhaling. Keep exhaling. Alright, if you notice that it's very difficult from here, bring this hand forward and brace on the front knee. Alright, now let's pay attention to our alignment. First, of course, we're starting with the feet. For the back foot, this foot right here, this back foot, bring it all the way down to the mat and see if you can press the top of the foot down. Alright, so I'm going to exaggerate it here. Now it's not pressed. Now it's pressed. Now it's not pressed. Now it's pressing down. Alright, what it does, it really engages this front hip flexor here and it gives you a deeper stretch. Alright, so when you're in this stretch, see if you can press down that back foot, press the top of the foot down into the mat. Ooh, and I'm starting to sweat, like, this is ridiculous. Alright, so the front knee, a lot of times when you're in a yoga class, the teacher will tell you, try not to bring the front knee in front of the ankle. Alright, the reality is it's totally fine for you to bring the front knee forward of the ankle, but for the sake of safety and for the sake of reducing torque in the knee, we want to see if we can keep the knee above the ankle, at least at first. Alright, so see if you can sink down into this leg a bit more. There we go. Alright, we're going to try and stay in this pose for 5 deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Allow your shoulders and the hip pointers to face forward. Oh, it's hot. Taking deep breaths. And as you keep breathing, you may notice that you sink further and further down, deeper and deeper into the pose. If it's the first time you're doing the pose, you might be up here. That's totally fine. Alright, stay here. Stretch out the hip flexor because it's totally vital if you want to get your splits. Alright, you're really stretching here. So focusing here on this leg. Pressing the back foot down so that you feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Alright, you can stay here. And when you're done to come out of this pose, going to bring the left foot back, bring the hands down, and come back to tabletop. Woo! Wow! Guys, I need to get a towel. Hey, I need to get a towel because the sweat is ridiculous. I'll be back. What's up with this heat? I have never. Ooh, mercy. Mercy. Ooh. All right. So we're back. So just for anyone who's joining us, we're looking at poses to stretch to get your splits. So if you're like you know, I really want to get my splits by the end of 2022, I would recommend for you to stay in that stretch. Time yourself, right? So if at first you can only stay for 5 seconds, stay for 5 seconds, come out of it, and then the next day maybe 10 seconds, you know, the next day maybe 15 seconds, and gradually build up strength as well as flexibility in the pose. All right. All right, so we're gonna get back in and we are going to look at the same pose but another variation to stretch a different part of the body. All right, starting from tabletop, coming up, bringing both hands to the hips, going to bring the left leg forward again, the left knee forward. No sir, the heat is unreal. I was not prepared for this. All right. So we are now in the basic pose for low lunge and Janayasana. But this time, instead of sinking forward into the hips, we're going to lean the hips back. So breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to shift the hips back. And we're going to straighten the front leg. Alright, so again in this case, my front leg is the left leg. Remember to do both sides, alright? Again, if you're feeling tension, pressure in the knee, you can use a cushion, roll up the mat, relieve the tension in the knee. We don't want any tension in the knee when we're doing this pose. Alright? Now from here, we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lean over the leg and we're going to stretch the hamstring. Alright? Inhaling, leaning over, allowing this foot, the toe is pointing up, and we're leaning over to stretch the hamstring. Alright? Couple of things. When you start, you may feel like, oh, I'm stuck right here. This is me. Alright? As time goes by, your hamstring may open up a little bit more and a little bit more so that you can bring both fingertips down to the mat. Alright? And this is where the fun begins, because from here you can stay for a little while, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, building up that strength, building up that resistance. And over time, want to see if you can bring your chest down closer to your thigh. So notice I said bring the chest down, not the head. Alright, for a lot of people, the temptation will be to try and bring the head down, right? Oh, my head can't touch my foot, bruh. Big things are going for me. But we want to try and keep the spine straight. See if we can bring the chest down over the leg. Oh, I feel it. Feel the stretch. Alright. So bringing the chest down gradually over time to deepen the stretch in the hamstrings. So you're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Keep your breath soft, slow, and smooth. So a lot of people call this pose half splits, because that's basically what we're doing. It's like a half split. So we're doing the front part of the split. Earlier we did the back part. Hey Ali, hey Janelle, welcome, welcome. Alright, and again, to come out of this pose, the first thing that we're going to do is try and lift up the chest. And then we're going to bend the knee, relieving the tension. Yes. Bringing both hands to one side, swinging the leg back, and coming back to tabletop. Alright, great job. So I don't know if anybody was yogaing with me, but those are the two stretches that you want to practice if you want to be able to get your splits. Alright, so it's called low lunge and Janayasana. Two variations that we did today. If I could recommend just one stretch for you to get your splits, it would be that stretch. Trust me guys, it works. I did it and it worked, so that's what I recommend. Right? Like I said, you can use your stopwatch, use your timer. Don't forget to do the other side. Right, so you want to do it on this side as well. Stretching forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And I think the most important thing if you want to get a split is you have to actually try to do a split. So don't just do the stretches, actually practice being in a split. It doesn't matter if you're all the way up here at first. As time goes by and you do the stretches, right, your hamstrings and your hip flexors will open up more and more, and you'll be able to come down to the ground. Alright, so even if you're here, stay up here. Build up that strength, that resistance, until you're able to go all the way down to the mat, to the floor. Alright guys, so that's it for today's extremely sweaty version of yoga and chill. Boy, the heat was very real today. Thanks for joining. Anybody who joined, if you have any more requests, please let me know. I really love getting requests. It helps me help you. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your evening and remember to keep moving because movement is medicine.